Hello everybody, Alex here with another episode of Momentum Charting. As always, if you like the content, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell notification for me so that YouTube algorithm knows that you like the content and that you would like to see more of this type of content from me in the future. So let's get to the chart of Ethereum. We are in a daily time frame. I'm using the ETH chart on a daily time frame. And what I can see from Ethereum, it is looking to me uh, like there is substantial weakness right now in the chart, but there's hope, right? There's hope on Ethereum. I've got two of these longer term trend lines in place on the daily time frame. One started on January 4th, 2021, and the other one, this main uptrend line started around November 4th, 2020. Let's just extend this a little bit so you can kind of get an idea of what we're working with, where our potential long-term support is at if we would come back to those levels. And as you can see, this important trend line here has already broken to the downside, right? And it looks to me like potentially, there's nothing guaranteed yet, but potentially what we are doing here is coming up for the classic trend line break, back retest, and then heading back down lower. So that's a potential with what's happening here, but there's no guarantee yet. Let's just take a closer look at this. So we've got a lot of resistance in this area right here around 2888, 2900, around this area. We've got this, which was once support, which is now going to act as resistance as this price of Ethereum comes up. And below it, we've got this long-term support line. So let's zoom in here a little bit to the 1 hour and see if we can get an idea of what's going on. 1 hour / 3 hours is what I like to use for these 24-hour charts. And you can see here we have a very, very clear uptrend in the making on Ethereum. The question to me is this going to continue to the upside along this trend line, or are we going to get some sort of rejection here and break back down? This to me would be quite bearish. Okay, to me, what we need to see really bullish action again on Ethereum is a continuation along this 3-hour trend line all the way back up and breaking these zones here. Is it possible right now? Yeah, it's absolutely possible. We need to watch it. That would be a break above, again, 2900 or so, starting to put daily candles up into this zone of breaking resistance up here. But to me, the more likely scenario right now, again, is some sort of failure in this zone. It looks like we may be getting a little bit of a resistance line in here, sort of an upward sloping wedge, which potentially leads to lower prices, as anyone who knows technical analysis knows, and then maybe a drop back down into these levels. But it's undetermined yet. Short term, there's not really much of a play here unless you watch here and you can see. Let's just get rid of some of these here so we can kind of clean up what's going on this chart. I would like to say that strength right now in Ethereum would just be something like bouncing off these levels. You continue with this series of higher highs, higher lows, but again, be very, very careful in this zone right here. But a break out of this into these zones and finally up into here would give me a lot more confidence and strength in Ethereum, and then you would have this support line in place. play as well, which was once resistance, now support, if Ethereum were to be able to break into these zones. Again, I am not sure that is going to happen. To me, the overall weakness in Bitcoin and a lot of the crypto charts right now has me to believe we are coming back down once this 3-hour trend line breaks to the downside. So that is what I am going to be watching very, very closely. If we do break to the downside, like I said, this is my target down here. Let's see, down in these areas, somewhere down here, right? I'm not really seeing, it looks like there's sort of a confluence of support here. Yeah, that's below that trend line. I don't know. I think I'm not really seeing anything substantial here. I mean, there's some support here, so I would say, yeah, this looks to me like maybe a very strong zone of support around here at 1442. I know that's not what people want to hear. That's not what I want to hear. But if we were to break down outside the bounds of this 3-hour upward sloping trend line, I think there's a strong possibility we come back down here and test somewhere in these areas down here. And from here, that could be the blow off bottom we need for Ethereum to start healing and start the repair process back to the upside. So that is what I'm going to be looking for in Ethereum over the next, let's see, when does this, we just want to zoom in here and see if I can get a better idea of some times and dates. So this isn't too far away. This is like by the end of next week, possibly, if this continues marching higher. 10 days, maybe 10 trading days or so. Or again, we could just get failure right here. This trend line here is obviously still in play. This resistance here is still in play, and if this fails to the downside, again, very, very bearish to me, and everything below here is in play until we see some support on Ethereum. So that is where I'm sitting at in Ethereum right now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, subscribe, comment below with any questions, and I will see you guys again very, very soon in the next video. Thanks. Bye.